Hey everyone, Note here, back at you with another video on how I'm navigating my crypto strategies here through the 2024-2025 bull market and why I think this is one of the best trading strategies you can actually implement to really understand the trend of the market and when to really start scaling out and when to really scale in. And hopefully you guys enjoy this content. We'll catch you guys on the chart here. All right, so I just pulled up a chart of USDT.D, and basically what this is Tether dominance, right? And what Tether dominance shows us is the dominance of the Tether stablecoin. Typically, when Tether dominance goes up, crypto assets pull back or come down. And as you guys can see, if you zoom out to like the monthly chart, which is what I've done here, we have a long-term channel up that it was respecting for basically, since 2017. And if you look carefully, this double bottom right here, this April low and this November higher low was actually the top of last bull run. Okay, so like I said, it's the inverse. So when Tether comes down, crypto goes up. This right here was the bottom of the market, right? September and August of 2023, and the December, November 22 low here for Bitcoin at 15, 16K, right? So we made this double top and we actually broke the neckline perfectly. So double top, broke the neckline, and we got continuation to the downside. Beautiful. That's why the markets have been going up. And so I want to kind of give you guys my outlook here on how long this is really going to last, because nobody really knows how long this is going to last. That's why it's important to watch this chart, because then you can really know, hey, are we at a topping point in the market? Or hey, are we at a bottom? Should we really be taking risk on some of these assets? So Tether dominance is really going to be one of my major tools here that I'm going to be using to strategize when to start taking profits in this market. The first major level that I'm looking at on the monthly time frame, if you just use Fibonacci from the swing low to the swing high, we're looking at this 3.7% region. Okay, and this region, you can see there's, you have candle bodies up here. So I have some horizontal lines drawn that once we start breaching into this area, we could get some bouncing going on for Tether. Like we might get people taking profits into this level, right? Because if people bought this bottom, and especially on some altcoins that might be doing some crazy runs right now, like some of these newer assets that are, in price discovery already, like, TIA or, some of these other altcoins that have already started making major runs, people are going to want to start scaling out, taking profits along the way, because that's how you secure your wealth, right? By the way, if you guys like this video so far, make sure you guys smash the like button up, hit the subscribe button, and let's continue with the video. All right, so 3.70% here is definitely an area I'm looking at from this swing low to this swing high. Now, I did the fib from this area here because this is where the real trend lines really start. We got one touch, two touch, three touch. We got a fourth touch up here. You can clearly see the top of the channel being respected. Some people might say that this is maybe a rising wedge. And yeah, you could see this also being some sort of rising wedge pattern. And that would kind of resolve itself to the bottom of the wedge, which would be, where Bitcoin made its all-time high. So you can also see a significant demand zone here on the monthly, which I think is where we might see the market maybe top out or get close to a topping point. But we're like months away from that. Okay, this can, this right here on the monthly looks to me like a kind of like a 3-bar play. We have an igniting candle, a resting bar candle, and now we're seeing the continuation down. So for the next couple of weeks, I think, we actually do break and push down to this 4.8% region, which would probably push Bitcoin up in the 50 range, okay, or high or low 50 range. All right, and then we might see a drawdown after that, because we'll probably hit this wall of support. You can see 1, 2, 3 attempts, and finally on the fourth attempt it broke here. This was in the middle of the bear market. So just like when you are when you're butting up against a resistance, the more times you test a resistance, the more likely it is to break it. So that's going to mean that this area right here is most likely going to be an area of support to start, right? You're going to need to test that support many, many times before it actually breaks it, just like it tested that resistance many times before it broke to the upside. So I would say, around this 4.86% region, if you're in some longer term swing trades that you're up a lot on, or you need some capital to kind of de-risk a little bit, there's no harm in taking. You can't go broke taking profits, guys. Remember that. All right, and that's something that is really important if you're trading, or even if you're in long-term investing, because the whole point of doing this is using these cryptos or these instruments to make money from, right? So that's kind of my plan. I'm kind of looking at this 3.7% region, and maybe we get down to 2.13% towards the end of the bull run. And so I'm monitoring that closely, and I'll probably continue making videos about this to make sure you guys really understand it. And I want to obviously show you some of the technical indicators that I'm seeing here. The first time we've ever crossed up bearishly on Tether here on the average sentiment oscillator. By the way, this is a free trading view indicator. You guys can get this on your chart. Very helpful to understanding trends. And when you get these crosses, especially on monthly timeframes, this is going to be a monthly trend change for this asset. And so this asset goes down, crypto goes up. So that's a beautiful thing if you are long crypto right now, and really long any risk assets, I would say. Well, make sure you guys smash the like button up if you guys enjoyed the content, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. I appreciate you guys watching. And if you guys have comments or questions about why USDT.D is important, or maybe you guys want to learn something else about how I trade these markets, make sure you guys post those comments in the description below. Thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful day, night, weekend, whatever it is for you. See you guys then.